All right, y'all. Here we go again. We're back with Coffee and Chat with Rev Bruce. It's been a while. Been taking care of some things. I definitely will get back into that a little later. But for right now, today I'm bringing on um, Allan Gutierrez, who is definitely a good friend of mine and who has something special with what he's doing as far as Motherland. Motherland. So remember that name, Motherland. And we're going to get into this chat with Allan, and we're going to talk about some things that definitely will help you out if you're looking to go into business, if you're looking to do some stuff with community or get back into live events. And without further ado, here we are with Allan Gutierrez, Motherland. What's going on, brother?
How's it going, Bruce? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm good. I'm good, and I'm glad to see you. And I really want to get
Likewise.
into this whole thing. Basically, tell us about how Motherland came about and what Motherland is all about.
Yeah, sure. So, Motherland is basically a concept that me and my partners, Don and Jordan, came up with. Um, so, coming out of the pandemic, we had a lot of time that we spent with our families, and we got a lot more connected within our backgrounds and our cultures and our communities. Um, so, we wanted to create something that embraced those kind of cultures that we come from and from our backgrounds and our roots, and kind of celebrate them, and also celebrate where we are, now, and celebrate where we'll be in the future. In addition to, we're all local businesses, so we also wanted to help promote local businesses from San Diego, from our communities, but also in efforts to, connect communities together in San Diego using events and using different platforms to, support each other. So we came up with Motherland, um, to allow that platform for other vendors and for other people to, celebrate themselves and celebrate what they've created.
So it's more community and collaborative than it is just here's my thing, right?
Hmm. For
Okay,
sure, for sure. We wanna definitely have people have the opportunity to promote themselves, and not just that, but also, have a place where, people can uh, you know push their business forward, no matter what level their business is at. So it's definitely, for sure, it's definitely about them more than it is, hey, this is Motherland, and this is what we're trying to push. It's for the communities.
okay, great, great. So, what types of items like merch can people expect from Motherland?
For sure. For us, from our brand, Motherland, there you go, right there. You can get a lot of t-shirts, you can get hats, totes. We have a lot of ideas in the works, that we definitely want to use inspiration from, our backgrounds, and so have, local artists, or have designs from our inspired by our backgrounds to, for people to wear, and hopefully people really like them.
Okay, and so tell me, you've got this event coming up on Sunday, right?
Hmm.
And help me and the people out there, help me understand more about this event you have coming up this weekend.
For sure. Where we'll be located at the market on 8th. It's in National City. It's an indoor market that has a bunch of different restaurants from different backgrounds. So very fitting for where we're trying to do. Um, we're gonna have different vendors. We're gonna have different people who sell art, people who have their own brand. They do vintage, plants. Uh, People are, the restaurants themselves. Some restaurants will be offering exclusive items just for Motherland, inspired off Motherland and what Motherland represents. So yeah, we found our home. This is where we've been doing our market the last two events. So, this is where we're going to be at this Sunday, September 25th. Should be a lot of fun.
All right. And I'm just curious, man. I'm just curious.
Mm-hmm.
In this event, you're going to have some special items that are inspired by Motherland, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that sounds like if I'm not there, I might miss out on some of the exclusive stuff,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. For sure. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna be for Motherland only. So some items are gonna be exclusively made for that day. Some vendors are gonna be doing some exclusive items. Some of the restaurants will be doing it. Pizza Cashew will be offering a Motherland pizza. They did a collaboration with us last time. So they're coming back again with another collaboration. In addition to Weapon Ramen is going to have their exclusive new, uh, menu that they're introducing to their restaurant. So that will be at the event as well, and a few other things that you just, you have to go check out.
Yeah. Now, hold on. I saw the Motherland pizza. Um, and so this has like pickled garlic,
Hmm.
right? Some caramelized onions
Hmm.
and a special cream sauce, the green onions. And I mean, like, this is like something they came up with for Motherland.
Yeah. So this pizza was inspired off of. Well, we had the chance to collaborate on this pizza, and they're inspired from dishes from our backgrounds. So my partners and I, well, I'm Mexican, and my other partner is Filipino, and our other two partners are mixed with both, actually. So the pizza was inspired off of home like dishes we ate growing up. You know,
Mhm.
so we try to really find there's a lot of similarities between our two cultures, and we see a lot of similarities with other cultures. But for this pizza specifically, we saw a lot of dishes that we felt like would go together really well. And we love pizza. That's what I loved eating growing up too. So
Yeah, and here it is right here, y'all. This is the Motherland pizza, and you can check it out. It's right there on the ground. It's right there with the whole ingredients listed, and it's going to be available Sunday.
yep, yep.
Oh man.
It will be a different pizza this time around, but
Okay.
uh, yeah, we'll have to see what Pizza Cashew comes up with for this Motherland event. I'm pretty excited about it, honestly.
Okay. I gotta say, man, that's both creative and collaborative, right? For
Yeah.
a vendor to feed off of, the cultures and backgrounds
Mm.
for you and your partners in this whole work that you're doing, and then create a pizza off of that. So hats off to both Motherland and Pizza Casual for working together and promoting one another. I mean, that's beautiful.
For
So is there
sure.
any? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, for sure. No, this was all them. They approached us about the idea, and we were over the moon about it. I'm really stoked about it personally. I know my partners are as well. So
Cool
yeah, it's
deal.
pretty cool. Thank you to them for doing this for us.
All right. Well, like I said, hats off to Pizza Casual for putting it out there like that. And what else can someone expect when attending an in-person Motherland event? Because I know I've been to the plant swap that you've had,
Hmm.
in Barrio Logan, and
Hmm.
I mean, you had DJ, you had
Hmm.
different vendors, and then when people were swapping, succulents and other plants, and
Yeah.
then the coffee was good too. So
Yeah, yeah, we had our first. That was our first event over at Mixed Grounds, located on Imperial. Um, as the events go on, like we definitely want to develop it more and more as we grow. We want to bring a lot more, cultural inspirations, hopefully in the future. We have a lot of good music at our events. DJ Rasco has been our DJ for all of our events so far, and he brings it to the table every time. Good music. It's a family. It's an event for all ages. So you're definitely going to have different interactive experiences in addition to different vendors. Just good music, just a good time overall. Good food from the different restaurants that are going to be there. As you can see, the lineup is a lot of restaurants that are going to be dishing up some really good food. And trust me, like I've eaten a good majority of them, and they're really good. So yeah, the music, the vendors, they're super creative vendors that we have this time around. In addition to all the other events that we've done, people from making their own jewelry to making their own like ceramic or like houseware, things like that. Their own art styles. People have their own brands. We're also going to be having, like live airbrush designs at the event. We have a lot planned for this event, and we hope to do a lot more in the future to have possibly more interactive experiences for our people who are attending. So you get a whole feel of what Motherland is, in addition to building something together and really just having a moment of being one with another, receiving each other with open arms and creating just like a whole experience that if you go to Motherland, you'll be like, wow, like this is something that I hope to come the next time, and have people really excited about it.
Okay. And so the merch that you have, right, with the different merchandise that you have, that merchandise is it only available at the event, or is it available online as well, or how's that set up?
So right now we're working on having our website built, so they will be available online as soon as that's set up. But for the moment, yeah, all of our items are exclusive at our events. So you can only purchase them at the events.
Okay. Cool. So tell me, how do you use these in-person events to build a greater sense of community?
We try to really build a good, communication with our vendors. And we try to reach out to all different vendors from different parts of San Diego. Like us being in San Diego, there's different areas and different events that happen and different businesses that stem out from their own communities. So we really try to build a communication and a relationship with our vendors. And we try to bring them together. So we build our community within our own, and also helping them build their community. We hope to push each other to support each other. Especially my partners and I, coming from a local business standpoint ourselves. We've done events, in the past. So we really wanted to bring our experiences and see like how we can enhance things for our vendors and help them, so they can all really have like a piece and a part of Motherland themselves. And Motherland will keep growing with the people that come to it. So I think just building the relationship and building our own community as well, in hopes to push their communities as well and bring everybody together, being that bridge, if that makes sense. That bridge that brings everybody together.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm hearing you, and what I'm hearing you say is that you said it more than once. It's not so much about Motherland and what Motherland actually is doing on its own, but what Motherland is able to provide as far as a platform, a venue for other vendors, as well as your own thing to come together, share the space, and create this. You know, it's 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 what a lot of businesses in other communities do in a collaborative sense in order to, create this springboard for, a marketplace or an
Mm-hmm.
industry. You
Mm-hmm.
see a lot of tech and gaming companies come together, and they'll bring, different collaborations of people and have them work, together on a project or even an event. But here you are, you're bringing everybody together so that they can be a part of it and build their own community.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's really important for us to do that, to keep the vendors and the people attending in mind. We really just want to create this space where they feel comfortable and where it's going to be for the vendors. Um, we definitely know that, like, coming out of a pandemic, there's been a lot of like local vendor or a lot of local businesses that have stemmed out as well. In addition to, maybe some businesses that have been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I think just like in the pandemic, like, I'm sure has taught a lot of us, it's to really just like come together and be together and help each other. So that's exactly what Motherland's trying to do. So yeah, we're excited for what's to come in the future. We have a lot of ideas. When we sit down and talk about it, we have a lot of ideas that start, building. It's kind of like a,
Like a like a
I don't know how to
brainstorm.
explain. Yeah, exactly. And it starts building up more and more, and we start taking little bits and pieces, and it all comes down to timing. So I think when the
Okay.
timing's right, I think Motherland's going to have a lot to offer, a lot more than it already does. And the places that we'll be at as well, for sure. Like I said, like this weekend, September 25th, we'll be at the market. So the market has a lot to offer as well. Big thank you to them. Big thank you to Mixed Grounds that have allowed the place for us to really have Motherland and have it grow and become what it is now. So we're really excited and really thankful for the people who've reached out and been a part of it too.
Well, man, that's commendable because, like I said before, in a lot of industries, the most collaborative that you'll get is like a business incubator for small
Hmm.
businesses that are, focused on particular industries or audiences. But here you are, you're pretty widespread with that.
Hmm.
Everything from retro clothing to, people that are doing their own thing as far as, their small business or online business coming in person or their clothing lines. And so, you know, God bless you on that one, man. I appreciate seeing business partnerships build, especially in, communities like ours where here we are. You could have just said, well, it's the pandemic, we can't do anything. But here it is where you guys took this time that you had spent with your families and built from there. And now you're rolling with even another event this weekend. And so thank God for that. So let me ask you this. What would you like to share with someone out there about your own experience in organizing and hosting and coordinating these type of collaborative community events? What would you like to share with someone who might be like, yeah, I've thought about it and I kind of want to get into, you know, this business or this area, but I don't know, what would you say about your own experience in bringing it all together?
Well, for us, we we have like we started off with this vision, and we didn't know what it was going to be. Um, and it usually, for me, like that's how it starts. You see something, but it's kind of like like the people who do the artwork with the marble, or when they do hand designed items, you start off with your material and you kind of have a vision. um, it takes it takes work, it takes time. We definitely have a far long time to get to maybe where all of our inspirations and all of our ideas will come together. But I think it's really just starting with the idea and slowly working it forward. Reach out to the people around you, reach out to friends, reach out to people that you can collaborate with, reach out to people that you know believe in what you believe in. And some people might not 100% understand exactly what you're trying to build, but that shouldn't discourage you. um, if you see it, move towards it and see, you might surprise yourself. uh, like I said in the beginning, like when we were thinking about Motherland, when we brought the ideas, me and my partners, um, we didn't know exactly what it was going to be. We didn't know if it was going to be a brand, or if it was going to be an event, or we didn't exactly know what we were trying to make, but we knew the message that we were trying to set, the message and the goal that we wanted to do. And I think it really resonated with all four of us, and I think it resonated with a lot of people. So I think it's just a matter of knowing where you're trying to shoot, even though you don't know exactly what it is, and just going for it. Um, so yeah, we've been really fortunate, and I'm very fortunate to have my partners. Very fortunate to have the people that have been around and supported us, and having the platform that we've been able to build. It's really just going for it. I think that's where I'm trying to get at, just going for it,
Hmm.
having the idea and going for it.
Yeah. That's so many people don't. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So many people, they have great ideas. They're like they're just buzzing with them, but that initiative to take the leap, to launch, to get started, even if it's just testing the waters and seeing, well, is anybody interested in this? It doesn't take a lot of money,
Hmm.
right? But it takes a lot of heart
Hmm.
and courage to do it. Especially there's four you got,
Hmm.
right? And so coming to the table, you got four minds, you got four different experiences, and so being able to work together and put that together and, like I said, push forward with it. How does that process, you know, in the end, how does that process make you feel, going from, you know, idea and inspiration into, okay, we're doing this thing. What does that do for you?
It's super inspiring. Like just to want to create, it makes you want to create more. I think like a beautiful part of what we do is like being able to think about it, and we get excited. Like we start talking. We all, like you said it best. Like all four of us, we have like all four different experiences. Um, so we really try to use that as one of our strengths to be able to reach, from where we've came, all four of us, to push to see if this idea would work. So like let's say we'll think of a concept, and we'll start talking about it. Oh, well, yeah, that would work, but I would see it like this. Oh, okay, well, I would see it like this. Okay, maybe, well, from my experience, I felt like this, that. So what if we created that idea into this?
Hmm.
And it's really just like, as you're speaking, it's almost like if you've seen like a time lapse of like a tree grow. It's kind of like, whoa, like it just started from right here, and it grew to be this thing, and seeing it in the outcome is just really rewarding. And I think like all four of us just kind of stand back. We're like, huh, like we did this. We came up with this, and we're excited, to see where it's at now. So I think it's a really rewarding feeling. And I think those are actually, I would say, even necessary to have something become, like even like I have 4 partners, but even if maybe somebody was doing it on their own or maybe with one other person, it just taking that time to just discuss it within yourselves, maybe bounce some ideas with the people around you, using maybe reaching out to the people or the places that you've gotten inspiration from, see what they think, and that might, add the key details or add the stuff, it's like creating a dish yourself. I'm not big on cooking myself, but you I guess what I'm trying to say is those kind of details and those kind of things that you do could really make what you're trying to have in the outcome. And that could be like extremely rewarding. You'll see all your work at the end of it. You'll see the time, you know.
Well, yeah, man, that's powerful because we're living at a time where building a business and being in business is not as simple as just, okay, I'm just going to pop up
Mhm.
and,
Mhm.
and do it. And
Yeah.
so just, I applaud you for not only working with your partners, but also for the 4 of you, coming up, forming this, taking the risk, and just saying, hey, you know what? Let's see what this evolves into. Because a lot of times when we go into business, we want it to be organized, but we forget sometimes the basis of being organized is also how is this thing organic? What's the
Mhm.
natural growth and fit of what we've got here? And
Mhm.
so, thank you for being open to, just massaging it and talking it through and saying, here's what I bring to the table, here's my experience, and here's my perspective on that. Because
Mhm.
you're talking about what may not be offensive in one culture. You say, well, wait a minute, we can't really
Yeah.
use that title because then
Mhm.
that ostracizes this group of people.
Mhm.
So you bring those minds together to see it from those different perspectives, and that broadens your platform.
Yeah. It for sure, and it's definitely like from my experience of seeing it is just not forcing it. If it doesn't work, don't force it. Like from the cultural aspect of what Motherland tries to do, it's it's seeing our similarities. And we take those endearing similarities, like for example, um, I spent a lot of time with my older family members during the pandemic. So it was a lot of those things that remember. It's kind of like those memories that maybe we all have. Maybe if it's not exactly blood related, but from our upbringing or some background that we have that memory of, oh, that maybe meal reminds me of this when I was growing up, or this or that. And it's really just having those like, oh, okay, like I had that growing up, but it was this differently, and I had this. Oh, okay. And it's just really finding those little connections, and building that spider web of what we can relate to with each other. And for sure, it's not like, oh, well, not trying to, what I'm trying to say is not trying to force things that won't work. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, having those similarities and
Yeah,
realizing that we're not all that different, you
yeah.
know?
If it fits, it fits. And those things that overlap, right? I remember a long time ago working with kids, and there was a book, Everybody Cooks Rice.
Mhm.
It may look different in Guamanian culture as opposed
Mhm.
to Mexican culture, or
Mhm.
the west coast of Spain versus southeast San Diego, but we're all basically cooking rice. We're just doing it different,
Differently. Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
And so, yeah, I want to thank you, man, because this is the type of stuff that, really, gets me excited, to see, people, launch out, try and you know, do their thing, and especially when they're able to partner with, other people and pull it off, and not just have the spotlight on them, but like really widen that lens so that other people can be engaged and get involved, and you're doing it to show the community something as well. And so, definitely thank you for that. The event's going down Sunday,
September 25th. Yes, at the
all
market
right,
on 8th.
market on 8th, right in National City. There's going to be plenty, for folks to check out. And until another time, Allan, thank you, man.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for having me.
no problem, man. I totally appreciate it. And everybody, you have a good day, good time. And hopefully, if you're in San Diego, just cruise on over to National City, the market on 8th on Sunday, and check it out. All right, y'all. Have a goodie.